It's time to learn how to build a helicopter. That's what I'm going to show you how to do today. Welcome back to Roblox Future. Today I'm going to show you how to build a helicopter in Bloxburg in 2021 for free. Roblox. Roblox is a digital forum where millions of people gather together every day to visualize, develop, and share experiences with each other in an interactive user-generated 3D environment. The styles of games on Roblox are only as infinite as the creativity of the developers themselves. All the online games you see on the website have been developed by members of the Roblox community for members of the Roblox community. Players can create the ultimate amusement park, race as a professional racing car driver, star in a fashion show, become a superhero, or just design a dream home and hang out with friends. Bloxburg. Welcome to Bloxburg is a Roblox life simulation game created by Coeptus. The game features a recreation of the everyday routines of a simulated player in a structure near a fictitious city. The concept of the game is very similar to the Sims game series by Maxis and Electronic Arts, and more precisely The Sims 4. After its beta release in 2016, the game has amassed more than 3 billion visits and 8 million likes. Despite being only available as paid access for 25 Robux, it is also the first playing game and the 8th total game to cross more than 1 million visits, having surpassed this mark on June 11, 2019. The game is an open-world computer game that takes place in the fictitious city of Bloxburg. Players must take care of their Roblox character by satisfying their moods. Also, players can build and customize their home to anything they want. Players can also learn skills, work for money, and explore one big city. Players will build their own structures and other structures on the platform and the home plots. Players will communicate with the mailbox or the structure button to access build mode to build. Players will create walls, roofs, floors, swimming pools, and mailboxes, rubbish, basements, etc. Players can also decorate their home with counters, electronics, tables, luxurious chairs, kitchen appliances, and other decorations. Without any construction gaming passes, players can create a 30 by 30 plot of one story. The several floors pass allows players to build up to 5 floors high. The broad plot allows players to extend their construction area to 60 by 60 plots. The advanced placing game pass allows players to build objects without collision, and the basements allow them to build on the ground. You will need many game passes to be able to build a helicopter on its own helipad. Some building tips before you make up tools. Before you decide to take up your tools, you need to familiarize yourself with the process of constructing a helipad and a helicopter of your own. Blueprinting. Blueprinting is going to support you a lot. It's good to have a blueprint to build your home because there's something you need to refer to. Often designing a design might encourage you to set up more structures of your own. But if you're new to building, then refer to the blueprint. Usually 2 to 3 feet is 1 cube in Bloxburg. Adjust the placement grid. Using a small grid of positions that helps you to position objects in more precise locations. Counters can be best added to the corners as well. This also applies to building large-scale structures that require precision. Buy advanced painting. Many of you are going to be upset with this one, but buying the advanced placing game pass allows you to create without collision tests. Basically, that this means you can build without crashes, or you can build objects within each other. It opens up a lot of choices for the structure. Specificities. The texture of your structure will alter entirely the way the structure looks. If you're trying to get a cottage look, use more timber. If you're going for a minimalistic look, use basic colors and some textures of stone. Cottage, light and dark wood, the thickness of the log. Modern, simple colors, brick, concrete. Contemporary, plain color, brick, stone, and timber. Suburban, paneling of timber. Stucco, stone. Many considerations are going into a well-built home. One of them is the architecture. Everything that if you weren't planning to move out of the building, it'd only be a large box with 2 or 3 spaces. Dream and design yourself or look at other people's examples. Building tips. There are a variety of construction tricks on Welcome to Bloxburg that will make it easier to build. Any of these construction tricks operate only on a computer. Quick Paint. Quick Paint is a create mode trick you can use if you're looking for an exact color or texture. Only click on the thing you want to paint and type shift click on your keyboard. If you're on a mobile screen, just press an object that's already painted that color. Undo button. If you want to erase your building error, just type Ctrl-Z on your keyboard. You should reverse your mistake and get all your money back. It is very easy to do, and your mistakes do not linger or on to mess the fun up of building huge structures like a helipad and a helicopter. Manual placement. If you're tired of constructing walls around your driveway or ladder pit, just switch to manual positioning and press the corners where you're going to build your board. The do's and don'ts. Do practice first. Get an idea of how things work. Practicing at home can be expensive, but it's going to pay off. First, try expanding on the story, then ask people for their thoughts on it. Do research first on how you need your building to look like, then move on to constructing it. Look at drawings from other homes, floor plans, and structure construction displays. They can quickly motivate both the exterior and the interior, and they can help give you an idea of what you want to do with your storyline. Don't let someone you don't know build your structure unless they prove themselves to be professional builders or trusted builders. This is a tip that goes directly to the people that are lazy or just don't know how to build or what to build who have a lot of cash. Try building so you can make anything totally new, or if there's a competent builder, Ask them for advice or let them build your structure for you, but I prefer the former, not the latter. Or ask them how to draw out their story and you can copy it. Don't change the pre-built structure. I've had too many failures to make improvements. Typically the most popular of these is drawing, specifically painting with cool textures like wallpaper. It only makes the building seem totally impractical, but if you know how to design it, you can change a pre-built structure to give yourself a challenge. Aesthetic. When coloring a home, it's best to have a palette or pattern ready when you decorate or paint the walls. Having colors of dark blue and light red don't fit together, as they throw away the balance of the structure. Try using shades that fit together, such as oyster, light gray, linen, etc. If you decorate a room, strive to keep the color of key things with the rest of the structure. Smaller products can be converted into a different color. If you want a warm structure atmosphere, go with lighter shades, like light orange, white, or light purple. For a bolder home, do more bright colors, red, red-orange, light blue, etc. For a more neutral but a bit contemporary look, go for black, white, green, and some colors in them. In fact, it's up to you to choose colors, but try to keep colors compatible with your design. Home building in Bloxburg can be achieved on other handheld computers, such as iPads or mobile phones, or on a laptop computer, like MacBooks or Chromebooks. You can still use the Xbox One, although it's not recommended as certain building functions are hampered. This article is to show some suggestions about what to do to your home in Bloxburg to make it very appealing. Visit the actual guide for more information. What you need to rely on. Bloxburg does not have an option to build a helipad or helicopter, but you can use all these tools and all these structures to build it. The basement is a Game Pass function that was added in version 0.7.4. Basements allow players to build ROBUX 100 under the first stage of build mode. Players will expand on additional story stages using the multiple floors game transfer. Players will insert the basements by entering the build mode, entering the build tab, and pressing the basements button. This will spawn a square as a mouse, and dragging on the grass will make the square larger, which will be used as a basement space. The size can vary based on what the player selects, and every 1x1 square in the basement is $25 each. After the basement has been placed, the player will add walls and floors to paint the interior of the basement. This category shows a list of tips and tricks that players can use by using the basement's Game Pass. Players should add a little piece of basement and add a carpet that suits the grass to make a trap hole. When building a basement, it is advised that players install stairs to the basement so they can get in and get out quickly. Pillars are vertical supports for constructing plots of players that can be bought in build mode. Added in version 0.8.5, players can put several of the wall artifacts on the pillars. Players are not expected to install foundations on their buildings and are merely designed for aesthetics and, in certain cases, to enhance their construction. Pillars will be more realism to your home. Placing the pillar at both corners and ends of the wall will make the wall more detailed. This could require an advanced Game Pass placement. If you choose to replace the wall with a pillar by putting the pillars next to each other in a row, this will involve advanced Game Pad positioning. Wall trim is a build mode type found in the build area. Wall trims are additions to walls for aesthetic or utilitarian uses, giving wall decoration a special appearance other than simply painting it. This group can include players with baseboard molding, fencing, or paneling. This type was applied to v.8.0. The wall trim type was introduced to the Halloween 0.8.0 update. This is the newest category to be added to build mode. The positioning of wall trims does not influence decorations, furniture, or curtains. Wall trims are more costly to put on installed walls. Until the change, players use fencing like a small stone wall to give the impression of wall trims. The roofs are structures that form the upper part of the buildings and welcome to Bloxburg. They can be bought in create mode. The price for both roofs is dependent on the size of the 1x1 tiles in build mode, which would increase the price depending on the number of tiles the roof takes up in build mode. Roofs as of version 0.8.5, players can change overhang, pitch, and roof height. Walls are the structures in welcome to Bloxburg that serve to maintain the structure. Walls cost $8 per 1x1 tile and can be mounted anywhere on a plot. Walls also allow items to be mounted on them, such as windows, doors, wall decoration, and wall trim. The floor is the lowest surface of the building. It can be purchased from create mode for $4 per square floor area. Similar to roof, floors can be automatically mounted in space by the player. However, for more accuracy, the player can manually pick points to position a piece of custom floor. Using a paint product, you can adjust the material and color of the floor to create a structure theme. If you manually position a floor with a texture and then repeat to apply another floor to the area where you just put the floor, you'll create a new style of the floor with more detail. All that is left for you to follow the blueprint and build yourself your very own helipad and a helicopter. Bloxburg is brimming with endless possibilities of construction. It is always a great idea to delve your deepest wells of creativity and thinking up designs in places you... this brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.